A father and daughter who fell overboard on a Disney cruise are headed home tonight.
Fell overboard. One fell overboard.
And then daddy
one
went in.
jumped overboard after her. They were rescued yesterday. Passengers on the ship say the dad jumped to save his daughter after she fell. Fox's Mike Emanuel has a story.
Not surprised at all. My daughter falls overboard on a cruise, which I'm trying to, because I just was on a cruise. I'm trying to think where she could have fell. Like she had to have been climbing up or sitting on top of the railing, because there's always railing that's at least, how tall is it? Probably at least 4 to 5 feet high. She had to have been climbing up on it and then fell, but I don't see how she could just walk and just trip and fall overboard. I'm trying to think of any area on the last cruise that I was on to where that happens. So, but let's keep going.
Passengers capturing the dramatic rescue of 2 overboard cruise ship guests, said to be a father and his young daughter. Crew from the ship's Disney Dream rescue team seen scooping the pair up out of the water and returning them to safety.
Well, we saw the rescue mission. They were very efficient. I mean, we saw them pull the dad and child out of the water within a couple of minutes on a rescue boat and bring them back to the ship.
The incident happened Sunday as the ship was returning to Port Everglades after a 4-night cruise to the Bahamas. Passengers say the girl fell overboard first from the 4th deck, her father jumping in after her. Fellow passengers and people on social media are now calling the dad fearless and a hero.
We noticed the ship turned around.
He's a father, a dad. He's a father. That is what a father does. There's no if and questions about it. Your daughter falls overboard at sea. You jump in. There's no questions about it. You jump in after her. There's no questions about it. No questions.
Actually, and then the rescue boats were in. It was moments.
How the girl initially fell.
Yeah, they talked about that when I was on my cruise. Minutes. They don't matter. They are trained to be at you within minutes. Like they're out there. As soon as the boat is dropped and they are on their way, the people who are immediately go and save you. They have their own crew ready at all times.
Bell is still being investigated. The ship has plexiglass blocking the railings on decks.
On the speaker, they just told us everything was okay, and they didn't tell us much information, truthfully.
The pair reportedly spent 20 minutes in the sea, the father holding his daughter before being pulled to safety.
Just a huge sigh of relief. It could have been a lot worse.
As the investigation continues into how this happened, Disney officials are commending crew members for their exceptional skills and prompt actions, and say this incident highlights the effectiveness of their safety protocols. In Washington, Mike Emanuel, Fox News.
A father and daughter who fell
So that is absolutely wild. I want to know. I don't know if they have it. Let me see if they have any articles about it. Because most times, anytime I thinking back to the time that I was on a cruise ship, there's plexiglass around the rest, like 4 to 5 feet high. I don't understand how unless she was climbing on the rail. Let's see what this article says. Crew swiftly water. The child, a passenger on the cruise shared the girl, fell from the 4th floor deck. Her dad went in after her. And the sunscreen MLB man overboard. Okay, so let's look at this little article they got. Let's look at this little article they got. So I'm going to zoom in some. So it says the Disneyland cruise issues a statement on the incident. They swiftly rescued 2 guests who fell over water within minutes. So the child in question was sitting there it is. The child in question was sitting on the rail of the cruise ship while her father was taking photos. See, we're happy that he saved them, but I'm assuming he grabbed her and put her on the rail so they could take a photo. First mistake. Very first mistake. Why would you put your daughter on the rail and just have her sit? Because anything can happen. The winds on cruise ships are crazy. A passenger on the cruise shared that the girl fell from the 4th deck and her father went in after her right after the incident. We heard on the loudspeaker, MOB, man overboard, port side. Thankfully, the rescue team was on it immediately and saved them both. Multiple passengers witnessed the incident, reporting that the father treaded water with his daughter for over 10 minutes. One passenger stated that we were watching with bated breath, basically waiting for what would happen. A passenger, when they did officially get the people, everyone cheered. It was a good moment. His mother, Brenda, the Disney Cruise Line staff was phenomenal. Yeah, they did a good job. The whole thing was maybe 10, 15 minutes, and they safely got back on board. The ship was moving quickly, so quickly it was crazy how quickly the people became tiny dots in the sea. And then you lost sight of them. That is crazy. Yeah, the ship is moving. That ship is hauling. So, yeah, so the daughter, I was thinking, like, how did she fall over? So he placed her up there, and this is my thinking. He placed her up there, sat her on the rail, said, step back, take a picture. And she fell. He as a father, you got to jump in after her. It don't matter what happened. You got to jump in after her. But sounds to me it was his fault that she fell over in anyway. Because I'm assuming that this is my assumptions. So my assumptions, I'm assuming that he put her up there, which is, you don't think anything bad happened, but not on a cruise ship. I'm not going to sit my daughter on the rail like if I'm sitting on a balcony just to take a picture. No. My young daughter? No, not at all. I wouldn't even do that because I'm not, we're not going to just risk anything happening because I'm always thinking of what bad could happen. So, but it's good that they were saved. It's very great. It's very good that they were saved. Then 10 minutes. Yeah, the cruise they explained that because you go through, when you do a cruise, you do like a muster station at the very beginning, right before you even go to your room. Basically like the safety. They walk you through the safety video and they walk you through everything to know if an emergency happens. And they talk about how the crew, and I remember talking to somebody, they said, yeah, the crew is efficient. Someone falls overboard, they are on them. 10 minutes. It don't matter what it is, what time of day it is. They are up and about, ready to go. All right, everybody, remember this is AC Reviews the Word. Remember to like and subscribe.